Hello everyone, and welcome to this online webinar with Victoria Showumi. So today, no, Happy New Year one more time, everyone. This is year 2020. I mean, it's unbelievable. We've been talking about the new year, and here we are in year 2020, 2020. So I'm just grateful to God for this time, and just also grateful to have you to be part of this. So welcome again. This is a very great start for the new year 2020. So Happy New Year and welcome to the great things that lie ahead of you in this year 2020. So today, what I'll be sharing, just sharing on some P's. I call it 3 P's. Then I added another P to it for a successful year 2020. Now, most of us know this is a brand new year and brand new decade as well. So there are so many things that lie ahead of us, and there's so many things I believe most of us want to accomplish or want to make happen. And so this is really going to help to set you on that path of success for the new year. It's really going to set you on the path for success for this year and even for years to come. In anything, any project that you really want to do, this is going to help you. So welcome. So I'm going to be sharing my page as I start. I'm sharing some things with you for this new year 2020. Okay. So 4 P's for a successful year 2020. 4 P's to a successful year 2020. So grateful to God that we are in the new year and we are ready to start. So again, welcome. So welcome to 2020. It is the brand new year, and introduction is, this is a brand new year for all of us. Most of us, we haven't started this year. We have not experienced this year, so it's brand new to all of us. But the way we start the year matters. The way you start anything in life matters to how everything will unfold for you. The way you begin it will determine how you will end it. How you start will determine how far you can go in life. So, and especially for this brand new year, it's a great opportunity. It's a big opportunity that God has given to us, and how you start this year really matters to how you're going to end it. If you're going to end it well, if you're going to end it greatly, it determines, it helps you to be able to map out things for yourself for the new year. So welcome. So I'm going to start with the first P for a successful year. And this are applicable to like any project at all that you want to do, any big project. You really want to start a business project, you really want to start anything at all, a book project, a non-for-profit, anything at all that you really want to do. These steps, these P's are applicable to anything and everything. It is applicable to anything, everything. So you can use it for year 2020. You can use it for year 2021. You can use it even just for a small project, a bigger project. You can use it for anything and everything. So I start with the first P, and the first P is planning. It is planning. No, I always say this. They said nobody planned to fail, but many fail to plan. Nobody planned to fail, but many fail to plan. When people fail to plan, they ultimately fail. Where we don't have things set aside for us to achieve, then people fail. People fail if you don't have any blueprint for yourself. You don't design things for yourself. You don't have a guide. So I'm planning just like you having that guide, that things that help you to know what to do at a particular point in time. It helps you to know what you're doing, where you started, how you make progress, and where you end. So it's just having a map. Most and one thing I like in the United States, some project that you want to start a school, they will give you like a blueprint. They give you like a breakdown of where you start and how you finish. If you start this semester, in 2 years from now, in 4 years from now, you're going to end. So they have everything planned out for you. They include your where you're going to be out from school. I mean, they have the calendar of everything. They have everything planned out for you. No, I have a younger ones in school, and we already have the calendar of the year for the school. And so that helps to plan. To already plan everything. They know which days the kids are going to be out from school. They know which day they're going to be going for an outing, for a field trip, for some, everything is already planned. So nothing caught you unaware, nothing kind of like caught you just like that. There is no emergency for anything because everything has been pre-planned ahead of time. And so for year 2020 is the same thing, is applicable, that you have a map, you have a plan for the year, you have a plan for year 2020. You already have things set aside that you really want to do. Break things down. So his planning is very good. It gives you the blueprint. It gives you the blueprint of what to do. It gives you the guide of what to do, how to do certain things. So it's very good if you don't start the year with a plan. If you just kind of like throw yourself in there without any plan, without any guide, it's gonna be, you won't even know how the time is going, because the time is going to be going very, very faster. It's going to be going very, very fast, and you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know. So it's better to have a plan already for the year, so that once that is done, you can just go at the pace. You know what you're doing at a very point, at each point in time in year 2020. And to help us to start the year, for you to have a plan for the year, number one, you want to be able to glance backward for 2019. Take a look over 2019 and see what is there that in 2019 that you started and you were not able to finish. A lot of people started a project, they're not able to complete it. So when you glance backward to the previous year or to any project that you have done in the past, when you glance backward, it helps you to see what is it that you started. What is it that you started? What happened? Why is it that you don't finish that? And if you complete the project, what helps you to complete it? You know, in this world, people do not, they do not recognize those who start and never finish. People do not acknowledge people for starting and not doing anything. But when you start something and you are able to complete it, you're able to finish it, you're going to be celebrated. People will acknowledge you for that. They celebrate winners. People run marathons. It doesn't matter how long it takes for them to finish, but they will be celebrated. They will be acknowledged. They will be commended on their effort because they started and they finish. But when people start something and they do not finish, people don't acknowledge that. Nobody wants to be associated with someone who started something and never finished. And that is one of the things that happen to a lot of people. They do a lot of things, and because they do not have a plan, so that is why most of the time when they hit a roadblock, they kind of stuck. They stop there because they do not have a plan ahead of them. So for year 2020, to have a very good blueprint, you want to review 2019. You want to review the big things we're able to accomplish in 2019. What were the things that help you in that journey? What were the things that make it worthwhile for you? And what were the challenges that you overcome? Because like they said, it is insanity. It is insane to repeat the same thing over and over again and to expect different results. If you want different results, you have to do things in a different way. So you want to look at year 2019, take a glance review of it and see what is it that you didn't do well in year 2019. Where do you have a major setbacks in 2019? What were the things that didn't work well for you in 2019? So when you have those things in mind, when you have those things, then it helps you to be able to avoid those things in the new year. If you know that, oh, I started this project, but I didn't finish, is it because I did not have enough capital? Is it because I did not have enough resources? Is it because in between something happened and I don't know what to do? So that will help you to avoid things like that in the new year. So you want to glance backward, review 2019, review your successes. What makes you very successful? Is it because you have a plan? Is it because you don't have a plan? Is it because things just happen just like that and you find yourself in the middle of it? So what makes it happen for you? So once you have done that, then it now helps you to be able to plan forward. And I'm going to read a few verses of the Bible here so that can help. And I put them here. I'm going to be sending I will send the PowerPoint to those who register. I will send it to the email, so at least you might be able to go back to it and just take additional notes. Now, in the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1 to 2, and this is very good for the new year. Habakkuk chapter 2, and I'm going to read from here, just very fast. Habakkuk 2, verses 1 to 2. It says, I will stand at my guard post. This is the amplified version, and station myself on the tower. Meaning that this person is getting ready for what is going to happen next. And I will keep watch to see what he will say to me. See, this person is planning ahead of time. Like, okay, I'm going to get ready for what is about to happen. And what answer I will give when I am reproved. Then the Lord answered and said to me, write the vision. Write the vision. Write the vision. 1 second, guys. All right. Then the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and engrave it plainly on a tablet so that the one who reads it will run. So as you started the year, one of the things is this person is planning. You want to prepare yourself, gather yourself together and be able to write out the things for the year. And that is planning. What is it? As God is giving you instruction, as you are seeing Vision 2020, as you are seeing even beyond this brand new decade, you want to be able to write those things down. See, I'm a person, I write, I have a lot of journal. This is one of my journal. I write things down because some ideas are going to come to you, maybe in the vision, maybe when you are thinking about something, maybe when you pray, maybe when you're having your time alone, that some ideas will come to you and you want to be able to write things down. This year, 2020, and the years to come is going to be a year of a lot of opportunities. And those who prepare ahead of time, those who plan ahead of time, will be able to take advantage of it and be able to run with it. So that is why you want to write down, make it very clear, make the plan for 2020 and beyond. What are the things you want to do? See, I already started my year, planning. I got myself some journals and some planner, not just to write things down. So at least that gives you because planning is a guide, it's a blueprint. It helps you for what you are doing at a very particular point in time. You don't want to wait, you don't want to waste year 2020, but you want to be ready. You want to make a plan. You don't want life to just happen to you in 2020, but you want to make things happen. You want to make things happen for yourself in 2020. And that is why this part is very crucial, that you write the things down that you really want to achieve. You write the things down that you want to achieve. That you want to do in 2020. And another Bible verse that I put down here, and I shared this on the Facebook Live that I did last night, is Luke chapter 14, verse 28 to 32. Luke 14, 28 to 32. And I'm just going to paraphrase and summarize what it says. It says, is there anyone that wants to build a house that would not first sit down and consider and look at and have a blueprint, look at what is going to cost him to start that project? Because you don't want to start a project and now discover that you cannot complete it, you cannot furnish it, you cannot finish what you have started. So planning is very, very, very good. And that is one thing. If that is what you're going to do today after this video is over, that you want to take your book, your journal, and plan yourself out. Plan for the first month, plan for the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, the final quarter of the year. Or you can have a 5-year goal for yourself. Plan it out. What do you want to start with in 2020? and continue from there. And planning, when you plan for the year, it gives you an awareness. It lets you know what you are doing, and it helps you to see opportunity. With planning, it helps you to see opportunity. Another thing I'm going to talk about with the planning is as you are planning, then you want to be able to develop some strategies and systems that will help you for success. Be able to develop strategies and systems that will help you for success. And I'm going to be sharing the slide here. I'm going to have a time for question and answer. So if anybody have any question at the end, I'm going to have a session for that way you can ask questions. You know, strategies and systems. When you have a plan, then you can develop a strategy. You can put a system in place. When you have no plan, what are you strategizing for? When you have no plan, when you have no destination in mind, it doesn't matter. There is no need to develop anything. But when you have a plan, then you can put in a strategy. You can put in an action point, action guide, things to do to help you fulfill your planning. And strategies is like it's like a guide how to do certain things, how to break down a big project into a very smaller task. For example, if one of your goals in year 2020 is to purchase a home, now this is a big project, then you want to break it down to what is the first step that you need to do. The first step might be to get your credit in order. It might be to begin to look for a mortgage company for loans, to be able to look at what are the requirements, what do you need to do. Then the next step might be to make sure that you already have enough saving for the down payment. So you want to break it down to at least you know this is what I need to do. There are certain things certain steps that you have to take before you take the next step, so it doesn't become overwhelming. And that is where strategy comes in. But it's only effective when you have a plan, when you have something that you are working towards. Now I put an example here. If someone wants to eat an elephant, elephants, they are big. And it can be overwhelming just looking at like, how am I going to eat these things? But when you have a strategy, like, you know what, maybe let me start with the limbs. Let me start just biting the limb, one limb at a time, and then to the next limb, to the other limb, and then the other. But when you have this strategy and you break it down, then it's going to help you. So that is what strategies are for. So as you're making your plan, making a big plan for 2020, what are the strategies that you're going to put in place that will help you break it down to little steps by step, mini step at a time, to help you to be able to do what you need to do. And then have a system in place. This word is about system, guys, and especially for those of us in the United States of America, you know that there is a system for everything. There is a system for everything. And system here is just something that you put together to just simplify things for yourself. When you have a system, it helps you to know what you're doing and to consistently do the same thing over and over again. If you want to save money now, you want to purchase a home, what system can you put in place to help you to save? So it might be like every week I'm gonna set aside $100, and my system is that for my paycheck, I'm doing an auto deposit into an account to get that money is going. So you have that system in place. You do have to think about it, like every pay period, the money already goes into that account. That is a system. It becomes something that you just do over and over and over and over again. So it's a repeated principles and practices that you put in place to help you achieve a goal. Or every day when I wake up, the first thing I do is to read. The first thing I do is to jump on the treadmill. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You want to have a system. And when you have a system, it keeps you organized and it saves you time on what you are doing. System is pretty much like an organization system that you put together to do specific things. How do you want to save money? How do you want to start that book project? How do you want to start that business? So you have a system in place. And there are so many things. Some people, they use Trello. I know my husband used that. Trello. It's kind of like help you to break things down to like, okay, this is what I do. I put every project in here. When I start it, then I move it here to here to here. So I have a system in place, system of organization, system of keeping track of your time, system of saving money, system of breaking down big projects. Just have a system that, and it helps you to just follow through. And system, you can tell people to just say, oh, do this for me, because you already know the system that you follow. And for those who have businesses, this system is very good, because even when you are not there, people can use that system for you. People can continue to use the same system, and everything is in place. You are not all over the place. You are not lost in the middle of things. You know what to doing. You know where to go. You know how to get it. So that is the first P, guys. Planning, planning, planning. And on the planning, we'll talk about strategies and system. Develop a strategy for every action you want to do this year. Every project, have a strategy for it. Put a system in place to make you more efficient and effective. All right, so now going to the second P. You guys ready for the second P? So the second P is preparation. Preparation. No, preparation is just really getting ready for it. Getting ready for it. It's about readiness for everything that you're going to achieve in 2020 and beyond. How you do one thing is how you do everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything. No, some people can be like, no, this thing, let me just do it. No, I'm not going to get paid for it. I can do it anyhow. If you do something anyhow, people will think that is who you are in every area of your life. If you do things unprepared, people will brand you for someone who does not prepare for things. So if for year 2020 to be able to have a very successful year, you want to prepare ahead of time. You really, really want to prepare. Because the thing is, let me tell you guys why preparation is very crucial to your success in 2020, because things are going to happen. Emergency are going to happen. Things that you don't prepare for are going to happen. I'm telling you, things are going to happen. But when you prepare, instead of you losing your balance, you can find your place. You can find your spot and still be able to move on. Instead of you just be like, oh my God, this is it. I can't do this anymore. You know what to do. Many people fail in 2019 because they do not have an adequate preparation for the year. They do not plan well. And when you do not plan well, I'm telling you, it tells on you. People can be like, oh my God. People will know you as someone who is not ready. An opportunity might go away from you. So for 2020, for everything that you really want to do in 2020, you want to prepare. Have you ever seen anyone going for an exam and doesn't prepare and expect to pass? No, it doesn't work that way. Have you ever seen all these celebrity ladies, Beyonce, Katy Perry, wherever they are, that they want to do a presentation, they want to do a show, that they will not prepare? For those of us like myself, I watch Super Bowl every year. I mean, sometimes I don't understand the game, but they have, but just they have time is what I look forward to. Like, who is going to be displaying, who is going to be showing up, who is going to be entertaining us. And when you look at those times, you will see that the celebrity, they already prepared. They take a whole year to prepare for a 30-minute show, or maybe even a 15-minute appearance. They prepare a lot for it. They don't take it for granted. They don't just go and feel like, you know what, whatever will be, will be. So if you want to be successful in year 2019, then 2020, I mean, you have to prepare. You're going for an interview, you have to prepare. You're starting a business, you have to prepare. You're doing a presentation, you have to prepare. You're going for a job, you have to prepare. Everything and anything that you are doing, you have to prepare. And how do you prepare? Number one, that we talk about you having a plan. Once you know your plan, you have your strategies, then you begin to preparation is like what is it that you need to put together, so at least you are ready when the time comes. So that you are ready. So that you are ready. You know, they said in the Bible, I think it was proverb or Psalm. You know, the earth is prepared for a time of war. You are prepared ahead for that time. You don't wait until it happens, but you are already prepared. Because when opportunity comes, it is too late to prepare. When someone comes to attack you, and that is where you want to go and grab your ammunition, it's too late. But when you stand your ground, you're already at alert. I'm telling you, it's easy to attack right there, rather than you running away and shy away. And that is one of the things that affects some people. They don't take opportunity because they're not prepared. They can't even see it because they do not prepare for it. So, but when you prepare, I'm telling you, people, it shows your readiness. It shows that this person is ready. And when you prepare, you're going to be looking for the opportunity to just say something like, yes, yes, yes. I mean, one time I went for an event, it's a business event, and all of a sudden they just called me like, oh, Victoria, please, would like you to share something about Brazilian because we've seen your book and everything. Oh, I was like, oh, wow, just like that. But because I prepared myself, for like when any opportunity comes, I want to be ready to be able to share something. And I pull up my phone. I already have PowerPoint that I've already put down, and I always save a copy on my phone, email it to myself. And right there, I just open it and I just share it. And people are like, wow. And that from that one, it connected me with other people. Some people are like, wow, Victoria, can you come and do presentation for us? So some things I do for free, but the way I prepared it, it made me to be able to get a bigger opportunity to speak for what is being paid for. So that is why I say how you do one thing is how you do everything. And the image that you project really matters. If you project yourself as someone who is not ready, as someone who doesn't take things very seriously, people will know it and people will bypass you. If you invited someone to come and do some job for you, some project for you, and they came unprepared, they don't know what they are doing, they are all over the place. I mean, you yourself, you'll be like, oh God, I cannot take these people. I mean, right there, they already lose it with you. And like they always say, first impression matters. And sometimes you don't have another opportunity to make another first impression. So the way you start it really matters. So you want to prepare, do the work in advance. If someone gives you an opportunity to do something, prepared. You want to write an exam, prepared. Study to show yourself approved. Prepare yourself that you are able to tackle any of those things as they come. You want to show to people that you got this. You are ready for this. You are ready for the next level. You got what it takes. You know, they said to whom much is given, much is required. And that includes preparation all along the way. And how do you prepare? Sharpen your skill. Practice, practice, practice. I said to people myself, oh, when I was in college, guys, I was a very shy person. I could not stand in front of people to even to ask questions. Very shy, very timid person. But over time, I began to prepare myself. I will go, I will write my speech and say it over and over and over again in the bathroom. Thank God for mirror. I'm telling you, I will be standing there. I will be saying things, looking at myself. Sometimes I will use my phone to record myself and see how I sound. I mean, and over time, it becomes natural to me. If I can stand in front of a crowd now and just say something, I'm not shy anymore. So when you prepare, let me tell you, it gives you confidence. It boosts your confidence. You can stand before anyone. You can stand before anyone and say anything and do what you good at doing and just do your best. You won't be afraid of anyone. just to do what you need to do. And when you prepared, I'm telling you, it reduces error, it reduces some anxiety because you know what you're doing. I remember one time I had a presentation speaking at, I think it's a Houston Methodist Hospital. You know, I already have my slide, everything together. And when I got there, the projector, the media guy couldn't figure out the projector. So, well, I just have to do without my slide. But because I have prepared myself with or without the projector, that I can still deliver. That with or without the projector, I can still deliver. And I deliver. And people were like, wow. Even the lady that invited me was like, I don't know, Victoria, the thing is not working with you. I'm like, don't worry. I can walk the room. I can do it. Don't worry. No microphone, not. I said, don't worry. I got it under control. It's because I have prepared. Because those are some of the things that will happen. The unexpected will happen. Sometimes we lose your slide. Sometimes we lose a presentation. Sometimes there may not be microphone. Sometimes there may not be people to help you. But once you are prepared over and over again, it doesn't matter. You can still be able to do your best in any circumstances at any given point in time. Challenges will arise, emergency will come, but when you prepare ahead of time in advance, then you know how to tackle anything. So preparation is very good. It positions you for opportunity. People know that you're ready and people can say, you know what, come, let me do this for you. Okay, so it gives you boost of confidence. People see that you're ready and people will want to see more of you because that makes you to stand out among other people. You know, there'll be other people they will call on to come and do certain things and they're not ready. They're all over the place. They cannot find their pen. They cannot find their note. They can't remember anything. But then you come to the stage and you're like ready to deliver. And people will wonder. Before you know it, you get another opportunity, another opportunity, another opportunity. And I thank God, you know, sharing this just to inspire you guys to get ready for 2020. There's so many presentations I did last year, and from there, people have reached out to me to speak. And in March, I'm going to be going to Colorado to speak at the National Conference for Nurses and Social Workers. Because people have seen me do what I do, like, wow, you're really good. And in June, I'm going to Boston, Massachusetts, to be able to deliver another presentation. So I do not take it for granted. I prepare and I let people know that I am ready. And so opportunity comes, I can keep myself in, I can deliver. I'm not afraid of the crowd anymore. So when you prepare and you do it over and over again, you get used to everything. All right. So we are almost there, guys. And the number 3P, guys, this is very crucial. Very, very crucial. Very, 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 very crucial is a prayer. PPP, prayer. You need God. This is a brand new year. It's a brand new opportunity that God is giving to all of us. It is by the grace of God. It is not by your own human power, not by your own human intellect, but it is by the grace of God that we have this year. And we want to commit everything into the hands of God for 2020. You don't want to do it by yourself. You don't want to go alone. You don't want to go alone. God knows this year beyond any one of us. We have never experienced this year, but God knows ahead of us. He knows everything beyond what we can imagine. He knows what is going to happen tomorrow. He knows what is going to happen next month. He has the plan. And so it is very crucial that we involve God in everything that we are doing. And I'm going to read just 2 verses of the Bible, you know, so at least this helps us to know that it is not by your power, it is not by your mind. Proverbs, let me read Proverbs 3, 5 to 6. And this is the Amplified Version. And he said, trust in and rely confidently on the Lord with all your heart. In 2020, you want to trust and rely confidently in the Lord with all your heart. Do not rely on your own insight or understanding. In all of your ways in 2020, acknowledge and recognize him, and he will make your path straight and smooth. He will remove every obstacles that block your way. That is the Amplified Version of Proverbs 3. Rely on God. Trust in Him for 2020. Allow God to work with you in 2020. When God is with you, let me tell you guys, it simplifies the process. People may have a sleepless night, try to crack their head and their brain. But when you have God, He's going to reveal certain things to you. I remember back in Nigeria in those days when I was preparing for another time to prepare for my school start exam in Nigeria, the WAEC, we call it WAEC then. I know they still do WAEC now with some other things. So I was preparing for the exam and I was like, God, I just need you to help me. There are two major classes that I really needed God to help me to pass. One of it is the chemistry, and one of it was mathematics at the time. So with the chemistry, I just prayed to God, God, what do you really want me to study? I said, guide me. There's so many things, so many information to process. I was like, God, help me, help me. I prayed to God, which area do you want me to spend my time on? And God gave me different instructions. Study this, study this. And those were the area I focused on. Some of my friends, my study group, they're like, Victoria, why are you spending so much time on this? Don't you know the format is usually like this, like this? I said, well, this is what my spirit is telling me to study. The same thing for mathematics, the same thing. The thing was telling me, do this graph, do this. And people, my friends were like, Victoria, you are crazy. I said, well, this is, I feel so strong in my spirit. This is what the thing is telling me to do. And I studied those chapters. I focused on those areas. Let me tell you guys, when I was in the exam, when I look at the questions, I one of my friends, and they were like, Victoria, you must be a prophetess. I'm like, that is what God did. And I wrote those exams and I passed those exams. So in year 2020, you don't want to go alone. You want to commit your ways into the hands of God. Every project, all of the plan that we talk about, put them in the hands of God. Let God guide you. Say, God, how do you want me to do this? Which area do you want me to go? Because it will direct your path. It will take every obstacle away from you. It will take every obstacle away from you if you can just trust Him in this year. And Psalm 37, I will read Psalm 37 verse 5. Is something similar. Psalm 37 verse 5, and it just says, commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him also, and He will do it. That is Psalm 37 verse 5, the amplified version of it. It said, commit your way into the end. Commit your way to the Lord. In 2020, commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him also, and He will do it. If you can commit your way to the hands of God this year and just trust Him. I mean, trusting Him is just like you just say, God, have your way. I cannot do this by myself. You own the year. You know, the Bible says the heart is the Lord's and the fullness thereof and everything that is within it. So just say, God, I trust you. I'm committing everything into your hands. As you are giving me an instruction to do, that is what I'm going to do. That means you are following what God is asking you to do. There may be times that what God is telling you may not make sense to you. You know, it may not make sense to you. Like when Peter has tried all night to be able to catch fish, and everything he did was not working, and he was exhausted and tired. Jesus used his boat, and after that he just said, oh, cast your net into the deep. And he was explaining to Jesus, like, Jesus, I am good at this. This is what I do for a living. I am specialized in this. This is my area of expertise. I have tried all night. I have toyed. I didn't got anything. What are you telling me? But then he said, you know what, Jesus, nevertheless, at your word, I'm going to do it. And he casted his net. Just simple obedience. Just simply following the instruction. Just say, you know what, Jesus, you said, let me do it. And the Bible says he did it. And he caught a great fish that even his boat began to sink. His net began to break, and he had to call other people to come to his aid, to come to his rescue. What could have happened if he did not trust Jesus enough to cast his net? What if he say, you know what, Jesus, I'm good at this. I don't trust your judgment because you don't know anything. Oh, I have degree in this. I have doctoral degree in this. I am good at it. Jesus, I don't need you. But say, nevertheless, at your word, Jesus, I am trusting you for this one. This is not the time of the day that you catch fishes, but I'm trusting your judgment. I'm just trusting you. And he did, and he caught great multitude of fish. So the same thing this year, as God is giving you the instruction, trust God enough to follow those simple instructions. Trust God enough to just do what he asks you to do. Just follow the lead. God sees the future. He knows the end from the beginning. It's not going to guide you into a wrong place. No, it's not going to guide you into a wrong place. Just trust him. Okay? So, and this is the last P that I'm sharing is perform. PPP, you got to plan, you got to prepare, you got to pray, and then you just got to do it. Jump start to action. You have done the 3 parts, you have planned, you have prepared yourself, you have prayed to God for guidance, and now God is telling you what to do. Do it. You know, no, the mother of Jesus, Mary, when they were at the Cana of Galilee, they were like, oh, we ran out of wine. And she told them, whatever Jesus asked you to do, just do it. And this is the power. Whatever God asks you to do, just do it. You have made the plan. You are prepared. There is no need to be afraid. Take action. Philippians 4:19 say, I can do all things. Oh, Philippians 4:13, sorry. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You want to take action. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of their faces. Don't be afraid of what people will say. Let me tell you, the first time that you do something, you're not going to be good at it. You're not going to be an expert the first time. I remember the first time I started my nursing. Oh, Jesus, I was shaking like, oh my God. But over time, I became very good at it. The first time I make a phone call, it was terrible. The first time I did a Facebook Live, it was horrible. But I did it anyway, and now it becomes second nature. So you're not going to get good the first time, but that is the beginning of it. That is not the end. Then you have room for improvement. You have room to grow. So jump start to action for 2020. Don't just write and write and write and plan and plan and prepare and prepare and pray, and then you sit on it. Take action. Do it. Do it afraid. It is okay. Do it afraid. Do it afraid. Do it. People are waiting for your manifestation. People want to be blessed through you. They want to receive through you. They want to hear something through you. So take the first step, do it. But it's when you start doing it, before you know it, to get better. So look for opportunities to showcase yourself. Whatever it is that you want to do, look for the opportunities to just do it, to practice. Maybe a free stuff, just do it. Practice. It gives you boldness. It gives you courage. It gives you the momentum to be able to continue to do something. And as you're doing it, begin to network with other people. Network and connect with people. Network and connect with people. Network and connect with people. So those are the 4 P's that I want to share. Plan, write things down, prepare, get ready, practice, practice, practice. Know what you're doing, know what you're saying. Don't go anywhere unprepared. Don't go to any exam not prepared. You paid money for it, so you have to prepare. Don't go to any interview not prepared. Dress up sharply. Don't go as if you just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, like they would say, that your hair is all over the place, that just like not well coordinated. No, it is the year to prepare to show up. To show up. People that show up, they go up. So it's time to prepare, and then you pray. Commit things into the hands of God. Every project you want to do this year, let God lead you. You don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste your resources. You don't want to waste energy, but you want God to lead you, so you make the right decision. So you do the right thing. You are at the right place at the right time. You are not feeling like, oh my God, I wish I've done this yesterday. But when you allow God, God say, hold on, do it today, do it tomorrow, make that phone call right now. Do this right now. This is what I want you to study. And you do it, you're going to see the reward. And then you perform. You just go out and do it. Do it afraid. It's okay. It is okay. No, not everyone on this planet that is successful, when they started very rough. They started being afraid, but they just do it anyway. They just started it, and before you know it, it became something. Look at Facebook today. That guy started in his garage while he was in college. It just started like that, like a joke, like a joke, like a joke, like a joke. And now it becomes I mean, this is like a global thing. Everyone is using Facebook, you know, connecting here and there. So you just want to do it, do it, do it. All right. So anyone have any question? I know I mute everyone, but you can unmute if you want to say something. I do that so at least there is no distraction, so there is no background noise. So if you have any question, you can unmute your audio and ask your question, because I'm wrapping up. So there's any question, you can ask your question now. I'm ready. Question time. Let me stop sharing and see if anybody have. And let me say, I think I have. And you can post a question on the chat button on the chat page. You can post a question there if you don't want to talk loud. If you don't want us to hear you, if you have noise where you are, you can post a question in the chat there, and I can read it, and then I can be able to answer it. You know, your question might be the same thing as somebody else. So ask. Any question? I'm here for you. If there is any question, any concern. So what are your plans for 2020? What are you doing? Feel free to share. Feel free to share, to grow yourself, to connect. You never know, you may be able to connect with someone here. Any question, anything you're working on? Anybody have any question? So if no question, I'm gonna be wrapping this up. But if you have question, you can still ask your question. So this is something that I'm gonna be inviting you guys to, if you're able to do it. So I put together some planning for year 2020 and over year 2019. I have mentored and coached people individually. But in 2020, I'm synchronizing things, and I'm having a group coaching. As a group coaching, I already have the Facebook page set up. And so the group coaching every week, I'm going to be posting a lot of videos there. And I have, it's mainly to provide support and accountability. Sometimes people like, Victoria, I started something, then I stop. I don't know how to keep going. Things happen, and life happens to all of us, guys. It happens to all of us. Year 2019 was one of those years that even myself, I went through some things, but because I have people who are very supportive of me, my husband, one of them, and my coaches were able to pull me through. When I almost say, you know what, I'm giving up on all this thing that I started. I don't feel like doing it anymore. But the people that are around me able to really encourage me, they're able to work with me and help me to overcome those challenges. Because challenges will come. It's part of life, guys. That is how this life is. There are season of ups and downs. But when you have a group of people who are around you, they help to break things down. They help to provide the support and the confidence to be able to go through. And so that is why I put the group coaching together instead of having different people pulling me at different time. So it's a group coaching. I have different topics there. It's a private Facebook group. I'm gonna be doing a weekly question and answer on the phone. So this is a paid. It's a paid group. Let me show I think I have the. I have the page. Let me see if I can share. Let me see. I think I have the page. Let me see. So this is not it, but let me see. Okay, so this is the page that I created. It's a group coaching and accountability with Victoria for a greater 2020. It is a paid group, and I have different different topics here that I'm going to be putting video on it. I have on financial freedom, those who are working on getting their finances in order, not paying their debts or maybe saving money for a bigger project. So I'm going to, under this, we have a lot of videos there to kind of like guide you. Time management, organization, I have the topic here. Something on leadership, overcoming fear, career investment. You want to take your career to the next level, everything is here. You want to do public speaking like myself, you want to start public speaking, exactly, you're going to have a lot of videos there. And every week there will be a Q&A session on the phone, so wherever you are, you just be able to call in where I share a few things, then I answer questions, and I'm going to be responding to a lot of things here. So if you interested, please join. It's a paid group. It's monthly coaching for $97. For every month is $97, and when you want to be out, you can be out. But that is for people ready for 2020, taking it to the next level. It's a year of opportunities. So I have it there, here. So a lot of resources that can help you. Everything is up here. So let me see if anybody have any question. All right, so thank you. Someone say, how can one set up a group online for youth? Yes, most youth are not on Facebook, exactly. So it depends on what message you want to be communicating. You can have a group where it may not be on Facebook. It may just be a way of communication. I know some people use a WhatsApp. If they are one that has phone, you can use a WhatsApp to put a group together if they have a phone. But if they are under the age of 18, you want to seek the permission of their parents before you send anything to them. Before, if they are under the age of 18, you need a parental permission for that. And there's a Facebook Messenger for kids as well. All of these things you need a parental consent for you to be able to be sending things to those children. And you can do, can be a telephone. There is free online conferencing. It's a free telephone conference thing that you can sign up for, and it generates a phone number for you. With that phone number, they can call in, and you can speak like I'm speaking right now. They can hear you, and they can ask you questions, and you can respond to them. So that may be another good way. Just a phone number. So nothing. It's not online. You can send those phone numbers to their parents, making sure their parents know what they are doing. It's a phone number, let them just call in, and then you share things, questions. And if you want an email, you can have an email where you send things to them via email. But like I said, everything is parental consent. Most parents want to know what their children are into, especially if they're under the age of 18. So you need the parental permission, need parental guidance in that area. But the phone is so easy. Most of them have telephone, and they can even use their own phone or their parents' phone once their parents are aware of that, and you can speak to them on that in that area. And if you want to do so those are the groups, that some of the ways that I know you can do things. And there are probably other opportunities, but everything is online. Like I said, you need a parental guidance. You need parental consent for all of those. But phone is very easy to do. Telephone, WhatsApp group is another one that people are using. Is free. If they have phones, you can be able to communicate with them. You can do YouTube page, do video if it's something that's video, and then you send to them. So and you can look for an app where everyone can connect with. But most of these things, like I said, you will need a parental consent and guidance to be able to do those things. Any other question? Anyone have any other question? So I can give you back your afternoon session. Any other question? You can ask in person. You can post in the chat group here, and I will respond to you. And I will respond. And if you want to join the group page, I know it's on Facebook. I'm going to put it here: 2020 Success. I think 2020 Success Group. That is the link to join. Yep, I believe that is the link. You can join with that link. So I hope you guys enjoy this session. So as you're living, what I want you to go do is to make a plan. Write out the vision, make it plain. Write things down, break it down to the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, the fourth quarter. Know what you are doing. Know what you are doing. And that's going to help you, because a lot of people are going to waste time in year 2020. I can tell you that, guys. People will look back and be like, wow, January is gone. I haven't started anything. Oh, now we're in September. It happens. Time goes on. Life goes on. It doesn't wait for anyone. And if you are not ready, you don't plan, you don't prepare, then people get stuck in things like that. But when you plan, then you're able to maximize your time. You know what you're doing. You can be accountable for your time. Yes, I know someone is asking me, how can you save financially? There are so many ways people can save financially. That is one of the topics I have in the group coaching that I'm going to be posting a lot of videos on how you can save. There are a lot of ways that people can save. The easy way is like if you are working for someone. If you are working for someone, is to have an account where you do like an automatic deposit into that account. So it will be an account that you don't use most of the time. Maybe an account that maybe you don't even have the debit card. So that automatically every time you are getting paid, a portion of your money is going out into that account. So that is one way of saving. And another way of saving is also to know how you are spending money. You know, a lot of people spend money. You go to the store because you see a lot of things on sale. You are moved to buy them because they are on sale. But when you want to save money for anything, you want to be aware of, like, when you go to the store, what are the things that you really want to buy? What are the things you want to buy? And then you buy what you need. Don't buy the things that you don't make. I'll be accountable for every dollar in 2020. That is how you can say be accountable for every dollar. Know where your money is going before you go, before you send your money out. Like, for example, if you're going to leave the house, before you leave the house, you know where you're going. Oh, today I'm going to work, so I'm going to get dressed and get ready to go to work. So in 2020, this year, every dollar, before every dollar get out of your account, know why you're sending that money out. Because then it helps you to know where your money is going, what you're spending money on. Whatever you cannot account for, don't put it on don't put your money in there. So just say, this month, I'm paying for the house. This is how much for the house. This is how much for my insurance, how much for the things. Make the major thing that you know, these things, you have to pay them anyway. You have to eat. So budget for those things and send money towards those things. And whatever, if you want to save, you can allocate some amount, like every month, I'm saving $50, $100. You take them out so that you don't spend on unnecessary things, and the thing that you needed mostly, you are still waiting. And you're like, oh, I will even pay my house rent, and then you've already paid different things, already spent money on different things. So that is how you can save. That is how, I mean, there are so many ways. One art doesn't fit all, but that is one of the ways that you can save. Do budgeting and work with your budget. Work within your means. Don't go overboard. The fact that other people are doing other things doesn't mean you have to do it. People may be buying lunch every day at work. You don't have to buy lunch every day. Save that $3, save that $5. Make lunch from home, and then that $5 that you will use to buy lunch, save it. Put it in a jar. Like every week, instead of me buying lunch at school, at work, I'm gonna make lunch for myself, and I will save that money. And maybe you're the type of person that you drink a Starbucks coffee every day. Starbucks is not easy. I mean, I remember when I used to buy Starbucks, sometimes it cost me $3.75 for just a cup of coffee. Now I have my cup. I have my cup that I made my coffee before I leave the house every day. That is $3 every day for 5 days. That is like $15. So $15 multiplied by 4 weeks, that is $60 in a week, in a month, and all of those add up. So just little bit here and there that can help. And if you join the group coaching, gonna be like a lot of videos under that that can help you. And when I do the Q&A, you can ask questions. If you stuck with any process in between, you can ask and I can provide enlightenment and answer more specifically. Any other question? Any other question? So I can give you back your afternoon. Thank you for your time here this afternoon, everyone. I hope this has been a great one to you. This has added value to you this afternoon as we started the new year. And if there's any other question, I'm available. My phone, most of you know my phone number. I'm going to put it here. You can text me if you have any question. That is my cell phone. Text me, let me know who you are sometimes, because a lot of people are calling me 100 times. People are calling me everywhere. Sometimes I don't even know. And some people are soliciting for me. So sometimes if I don't know some certain people, I may not pick up the call. But if I miss if you send me a message or you just let me know your name and say, oh, Victoria, through the online webinar. So that is if you're not in my contact. So, all right. Anybody else have any question? If not, then I'm going to be calling it a day and afternoon. Happy New Year one more time. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. It's going to be a great year. Still be positive, and get ready to do the work. You know, it's not a year to be lazy. It's not a year to sit around. A lot of people are going to be going at the speed of light, and you want to go as well. You don't want people coming after you to meet you where you were, then to overtake you. But you want to continue to be in the forefront. So thank you everyone. Thank you for your time. I'm going to be sending you for those who registered, I will send you the PowerPoint presentation, so at least you can reflect back on that, and I can send you the video if you want it. All right, so thank you. It's a great webinar. Thank you all. I appreciate you. Thank you.